Now on CoastTV News.
We tied a record high Monday with highs in the mid-80s, but cooler weather is on the way today, and some showers are in the forecast. I'll track it all on Futurecast coming up next.
Victim discovery, the latest from the Key Bridge collapse site in Baltimore, including the potential of a criminal investigation.
Dangerous driving in Georgetown. More information that we learned about this car that landed on top of a fire hydrant in a wild scene over the weekend.
McGinnis makes move. The former Delaware state auditor convicted of a misdemeanor attempts to make a return to politics.
This is CoastTV News Today.
It is Tuesday, April 16th, 2024. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning. I'm Paige Marley. Thanks for being up with us during our 5 o'clock hour.
And Paige, you and I, we come to work from different directions,
Yes.
but you have some very important news about road conditions.
First of all, the deer are out and about today.
Just crazy.
Well, it was kind of unsettling. I pulled out of my garage and one was right there.
Right.
So, like,
Right in front of your house.
I don't have plants or anything, so I don't know what they were doing. But a lot of deer today skunk.
I was waiting for you to hit the skunk.
Yeah, I
Not
saw a skunk.
Literally hit the skunk. Just hit the topic of the skunk.
I would be pretty stinky this morning if I hit one of those skunks. So, yeah, so just look out for yourself and look out for animals.
Lots of wildlife out there on the roads.
Definitely. I think they're enjoying the warm weather.
Probably.
You know,
yeah.
and today was nice too. A little cooler than yesterday, I'd say. I could even gone with maybe a light jacket. Yeah. What about you? Did you think?
Light jacket today.
Yeah. Okay. So, great condition for skunks and deer, and for us as well. So, let's bring in First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey now. Bob, maybe a light jacket as you leave this morning.
Definitely a light jacket this morning, guys. And of course, we'll always encounter those critters when we're coming to work in the middle of the night. You have the skunks and all kinds of rodents and the deer as well, so really be careful out there. Yesterday we had the record warm temperatures in the mid-80s, and we had the afternoon storms, but now we're cooling down. But it's still not too bad out there. Upper 50s to right around 60 in Seaford and Georgetown, 58 in Salisbury, Bethany Beach at 54, and the winds have shifted. They're coming out of the north-northeast. We had a really good gust about 2 hours ago as that front came on through, but those winds are beginning to back off a little bit, but still gusting 15 to 20 miles per hour in places. And there is a cold front pressing to the south, and behind it we have high pressure building. And so we're looking at a mostly sunny day today, a much different scenario than yesterday. So here's Futurecast. Temperatures continue to dip around sunrise into the mid 50s. Then we're into the low 60s, 9 a.m. I think we're looking at a lot of sunshine, just a few clouds by noon, mid 60s, and we're in the lower 70s, so about 15 degrees cooler today than we were yesterday, and cooler at the beaches, but a beautiful day nonetheless. So have the shades handy and lighter winds, thankfully. We do have some showers in the forecast, and it continues to cool down. Much more on your forecast coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Bob. New this morning, there is an update regarding one of the victims in the Key Bridge collapse. Authorities say that the body of a fourth victim was discovered trapped inside of a construction vehicle. Earlier this month, the body of a third victim who also worked on the bridge was recovered. 2 other victims were recovered from a vehicle in the water the day after the collapse. There were among 6 construction workers killed when the Francis Scott Key Bridge collapsed last month.
And now the FBI has opened a criminal investigation into the ship that hit the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore, causing that collapse that we're looking at right there at this moment it happened on your screen. According to the U.S. officials, the agency is looking into whether the crew of the Dolly failed to report an earlier issue that delayed its departure. Investigators are reportedly collecting data, and they're reviewing events on the board the Dolly in the moments before and after that bridge collapse.
We move on, and happening tonight in Milton, the plan to build a McDonald's could take another step forward. You can see the proposed location for it on your screen right now. The spot for the new fast food restaurant would be at 102 Broadkill Road. The company representing McDonald's, Bowler Engineering, will attempt to get the plans approved by the town's Planning and Zoning Commission.
And it's been a lengthy process in the effort to bring the Big Mac to Milton. In 2022, McDonald's announced it was looking at Milton to build a new restaurant. In early 2023, the town's Planning and Zoning Commission did not approve the site plans, asking the company to address some concerns that were expressed by people living in Milton. Approval would occur 3 months later, which led to the review by several agencies, including DelDOT, which signed off on the McDonald's last month. Bowler Engineering is armed with the approvals of several entities in this effort to move this forward.
We're learning more about why this car drove into the Georgetown Circle over the weekend. The Georgetown Police Department says speed was a factor. The gray Lincoln was driving on West Market Street around 12:30 Sunday morning. Police say the driver, 50-year-old Daniel Tansky of Millsboro, did not slow down or try to stop. He continued straight into the circle, striking a curb, and then he went airborne. The car hit a street sign and landed right there on top of a fire hydrant. Tansky was taken to the hospital for injuries before being charged with reckless driving, malicious mischief by a motor vehicle, and unreasonable speed. According to the police department, the cost for repairs to the town property is being evaluated.
The police department says that crash at the Circle prompted increased enforcement, and a driver was arrested for a DUI yesterday morning. The agency saying just after midnight, 47-year-old Roel Romero Chavez was leaving the Circle, heading west on West Market Street without headlights on. The officer who pulled him over said there was an open beer can in the cup holder, more beer cans on the floor, and according to police, he was also driving without a valid license or any proof of insurance.
Here's an update to a story that we've been covering. It's about playing recorded music outside of businesses in downtown Lewis. Those supporting it say it will add to the ambiance of the area. The proposal now has gotten the green light from City Council. So let me break this down for you. The music would only be allowed between 11:30 in the morning and 9:30 at night. There are also volume regulations. We went to the first town in the first state to get an understanding of how people there feel about this. And what we heard was mixed opinions.
Some little background music. We're not talking loud. We're talking less than a hair dryer. So you can easily talk over it.
Certainly nobody that lives around 2nd Street wants it. And I worry that the people that live over top of some of these restaurants having to listen to somebody else's playlist all day long.
Now, this ordinance is on a 3-year trial period, so it would sunset in 2027. But if City Council chooses, it could vote to extend it once the trial comes to an end.
Lewis business owners who want to play pre-recorded music outside need to follow these restrictions under this ordinance. Speakers cannot be larger than 10 inches. They must face directly into the establishment. Businesses must have approval from the property owner if the business is leased, and the permit is non-transferable.
Days after forming a campaign committee, former Delaware State Auditor Kathy McGinnis has filed to run for the State House seat of her home area. That's District 14.
Yeah, that includes Rehoboth Beach, Lewis, and Dewey Beach.
Current holder of the seat, Representative Pete Schwarzkopf, announced his retirement last July. McGinnis is part of a 3-way Democrat primary that includes Common Cause Director Claire Snyder Hall and Human Rights Commissioner Marty Rendon.
There are currently no Republican candidates for this seat. McGinnis was convicted of 2 misdemeanors in 2022 related to the employment of her daughter, but was acquitted in more serious felony charges. The Delaware Supreme Court recently upheld 1 conviction while reversing another. Prosecutors have decided not to retry her. McGinnis has been working as a pharmacist after her legal troubles. Well, the Delaware Voting Rights Coalition, it's a branch of the ACLU, getting involved in some upcoming school board elections. According to this coalition, a comprehensive voter guide now available in both English and Spanish to help tackle historically low voter turnout. It's important to note the guide includes voting logistics, like where there are elections and who's eligible to vote. There's no political information such as listing candidates or any issues. Delaware school board elections are coming up on May 14th.
Vacationers could have a higher hotel bill when they come to the Maryland coast this summer. A bill passed by the General Assembly in Annapolis would give Eastern Shore counties the authority to raise hotel tax from 5% to 6%. Still needs to be signed by Governor Wes Moore before the hotel tax increase can take effect on July 1st this year.
While we're talking of taxes, the White House participating in a long-standing tradition of presidents publicly releasing their tax returns. Together, the president and the first lady earned just under $620,000. That came mostly from the president's $400,000 salary and pensions from previous jobs. The first lady earning $86,000 from her position as a teacher at Northern Virginia Community College. The Bidens paid more than $146,000 in their income tax, which equates to a tax rate of 23.7%.
This brings us to our CoastTV poll. We want to know, what will you do with your tax refund? So let's take a look at the updated results.
Ooh, 69% of you say, what refund? Guess you owed. Sorry about that. 11% of you say, you're going to save it. 5%, ooh, you're taking a vacation. How big is your tax refund? Go you. And 15% of you, you're going to pay off some debt. Good options all around, I say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in the what refund
There you
category.
go. Yeah. I haven't decided yet.
What refund, maybe with a couple extra question marks there.
Question mark.
Right.
We'll add that for you.
Okay,
All right.
thanks.
Yeah, of course. Hey, no matter what you're doing, go ahead and vote. Go to coasttv.com or vote on our mobile app.
All right, how about this? University of Iowa superstar Caitlin Clark is the overall #1 pick in this year's WNBA draft. That is not surprising. The Indiana Fever selected Clark during Monday night's draft at the Brooklyn Academy of Music in New York City. Clark is college basketball's all-time leading scorer and a 2-time National Player of the Year. And Clark will play her first preseason game with the Fever. It's on May 3rd against the Dallas Wings. Israel vowing to strike back after Iran attacked the country with hundreds of drones and missiles. An Israeli official telling NBC News a response could be imminent.
NBC's Bree Jackson shows us how the U.S. is now responding to the possibility of widening war in that area.
As the world awaits Israel's response to Iran's attack, President Biden urged restraint from Israel and reaffirmed his administration's commitment to the country in its war with Hamas.
We're committed to a ceasefire that will bring the hostages home and preventing conflict from spreading beyond what it already has.
The White House is seeking to prevent a wider war in the Middle East and is working on new sanctions targeting Iran for its attack on one of our closest allies.
We will be working to further isolate Iran internationally and increase economic and other forms of pressure.
Iran's retaliatory strike against Israel has increased pressure for Congress to pass a foreign aid package.
The House must rush to Israel's aid as quickly as humanly possible.
Some Republicans won't back the bipartisan Senate bill.
I am firmly against the plan as it stands right now.
If there's no border security in it, I will not support it.
House Speaker Mike Johnson unveiled plans to bring 4 separate national security bills to the House floor instead. They include standalone aid for Ukraine, Taiwan, and Israel.
We know that the world is watching us to see how we react.
A sense of urgency for Congress to act amid an uncertain future in the Middle East. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
Well, we're just getting started this morning, Matt.
Yeah, coming up, you know about the rhyme about April showers? Well, we have a different kind of shower to set to cross the sky this week.
Looking forward to that and springing into sprouts. We'll tell you how you can celebrate National Native Plant Month here on Delmarva.
And Tesla slows down its workforce. We'll tell you why CEO Elon Musk says what sparked layoffs. All that and more as CoastTV News Today continues.
Turn on Bionic Spotlight Extreme 360, the motion-activated home defense light that looks just like a security camera. It detects even the slightest motion and automatically triggers 6 ultra-bright LED high beams. Call or go online and order your Bionic Extreme 360 for just $19.99. Plus, get free shipping on your entire order.
To order, call 1-800-316-1548 or go online to buybionic360.com. Call now.
I'm a public school teacher. I know lots of people said, I can do that. Come and try it for a day.
A lot of our challenges are funding.
Teachers often go in their own pocket to make sure students have backpacks, pencils. David Trone has pushed for more public school funding and public school teachers.
And it's so great to have someone at the national level that's going to be on our side.
David Trone's always supported teachers. Now Maryland teachers have overwhelmingly endorsed David.
David would definitely get an A+.
I'm David Trone, and I approve this message.
On the next Tamron Hall, she's been here as Angela Bassett, the icon. She's been here as Angela Bassett, the legend. Angela Bassett is back with the Tam Fam, and this time she comes with an Oscar. What we can expect from her hit show 911.
You hear that? They started low, then they go high, almost drowned. They wanted me to go under the water. I draw the line.
Plus, Angela's latest cover girl moment and how she continues to be the gold standard. Next Tamron Hall.
Tuesday at 3 on CoastTV.
Honesty, integrity, bravery. Here is what we can face together.
Incoming.
Let's go.
I've had this policy of not mixing my work and romantic life until now.
I have no doubts you will make a great leader.
It's like you said, Chief. Change is inevitable. I'm no good without the job. You know that.
You've got the team. I've got you.
Chicago Wednesday, new on NBC and Peacock.
5:14 on a breezy and slightly cooler Tuesday morning. Bay Health Cam 55 in Dover. So temperatures continue to fall behind a cold front, and we're drying out as well. We have some clouds out there. Southern Delaware now pushing down near Salisbury, southern tip of Delmarva. We have a cold front here. I lost my cold fronts in my graphics, but we have a cold front here and high pressure building in behind this, and that means we're looking at a nice day. Temperature-wise, upper 50s and low 60s right now. 58 Salisbury, 60 in Georgetown. Seaford at 60. 57 in Ocean Pines. Feeling a little cooler now with that northeast wind. So the kiddos heading off to the bus stop will need a windbreaker. Sun and clouds off to school. Temperature of 60. And heading home, 68 and mostly sunny skies.
There's a parking permit cap in South Bethany. The town council voted unanimously to reduce the number of parking permits per property. It goes from 4 to 2. Paid parking in South Bethany starts on May 15th. As work on the Route 1 and 16 overpass continues in the Milton area, there are some upcoming lane closures, so make note of this. DelDOT says Route 1 will have lane closures from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. now through Thursday, and 11 p.m. to 8 a.m. from Friday through Saturday. Route 16 will have daytime and nighttime closures on weekdays and weekends, and those times can be found on our website, CoastTVnews.com. The lane closures are scheduled through the end of September.
Apple saw a 10% drop in iPhone sales last quarter, due in large part to slumping sales in China. As the largest market behind the U.S., China is important to Apple. The company offers discounts there to help boost sales, but it hasn't been enough to counter various factors driving down Chinese sales in recent months. Layoffs are on the way to Tesla. According to reporting by the Washington Post, the company will slash 10% of its workforce. Tesla CEO Elon Musk notified employees Monday, citing a need to reduce costs and increase productivity. Tesla reported a sharp drop in vehicle deliveries in the first quarter, and its stock has lost a third of its value just this year. Still ahead this morning, springing into sprouts. We're telling you what kind of native plants you can find at the Inland Bays Garden Center and their important role to our ecosystem.
Pretty mild in Salisbury this morning, 63, but your winds coming out of the northeast. Spicer Brothers Camp showing nice dry conditions this morning. We saw mid-80s on Monday, but cooling down today with sunshine. There are showers for Wednesday and not as wet in the future as I originally expected. I'll track it on Futurecast in 2 minutes.
On Wednesday, May 15th, vote for your favorite chef at the 10th anniversary celebration Top Chef of the Culinary Coast event to benefit Meals on Wheels Lewis Rehoboth. The fun begins at 6 p.m. at Ivy and Dewey Beach, when you'll enjoy live music and feast on the area's best culinary creations and local spirits. Get your tickets online at mealsonwheelslr.org or call Meals on Wheels at 302-645-7449.
What do you do when your tire goes flat and there's no air anywhere? You reach for Bullseye Pro, the smarter, faster, hands-free way to fill it up with air. Bullseye Pro is equipped with a rechargeable lithium-ion power plant. So fast and so convenient. It's like the power of an air compressor in the palm of your hand. Look, you can inflate all 4 tires on a single charge. It has a built-in smart pressure digital sensor that gauges and automatically stops when the set tire pressure is reached. Easily inflate pool toys, exercise balls, and more. Call or go online now and get the complete Bullseye Pro inflation system for the factory direct price of just $79.99. Plus, we'll ship your entire order free, and we'll give you a 50% discount on a second one. Order now.
To order, call 1-800-771-0865. That's 1-800-771-0865 or go to getbullseyepro.com.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
Surf Bagel has served the community in Delaware for over 20 years, providing fresh, hot bagels, breakfast sandwiches, lunch sandwiches, wraps, salads, local coffee and smoothies, and our iconic merch. Welcome to Surf Bagel. We're stoked to serve you.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
The UV Index Weather Report is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism. Somewhere to smile about.
Approaching 5:19 on this Tuesday morning, and you are looking live at Ocean City. Pretty calm there. And Bob, we are coming off a day, Monday, that we saw 80-degree temperatures, more than 80 degrees.
Yes, we tied a record in Georgetown, Matt, and I think we all felt that sea breeze kick in later in the afternoon. So in a lot of cases, we just saw the 80s go into the 70s, kind of a function of the sea breeze, that wind blowing off the colder ocean. But we are cooling down here in the days to come. Average high now is 67. We're only at 71 only, but that's still above average, but about 15 degrees cooler than yesterday. Then we settle into the upper upper 60s Wednesday and Thursday, then mid to upper 60s Friday and Saturday. You're saying, well, that's pretty chilly, but that's pretty close to average for this time of year. Temperature-wise, upper 50s and lower 60s out the door. 60 in Georgetown, 58 Salisbury, 57 in Ocean Pines. Bethany Beach a little cooler at 53. You've got the wind coming right off the ocean there, and the winds are beginning to calm down. We had that burst of heavier wind a few hours ago with the cold front coming through, but they're backing off a little bit, but we're still seeing gusts to 20 around Ocean City and 13 in Seaford and 14 in Milford. So we're starting to clear things out. We're seeing the clouds moving to the south. I lost my fronts on my graphic, so I apologize for that, but we have a cold front that's pushing off to the south, and to the north we have high pressure, so you can see all the clear skies here, and that will be our weather today. But that's short-lived because we have more storminess back to the west with rain across the plains. This shifts to the east and gives us showers into Wednesday. So here's Futurecast. This morning we're in the 50s and 60s, and I think it's a beautiful day, mostly sunny and lighter winds. A lot of folks have been complaining about all the wind, and those winds will back off this afternoon, mid to upper 60s inland. Some cooler readings along the coast, and they were in the lower 70s, Millsboro, Salisbury, and Seaford. A good 15 degrees cooler today than yesterday, and then cooling down into this evening. So naturally, with clear skies and lighter winds, it is chillier. By Wednesday morning, we're in the 40s and low 50s. But then here come the clouds Wednesday morning. Winds pick up out of the south. We start to see the rain showers. I don't think we're looking at enough instability for thunderstorms. I think we're looking at just some heavier showers. So that's good. We're not looking at severe weather, but it will be cooler with these sporadic showers as we go into your Wednesday. And we have the gusty northeast winds now, but you note that they start to back off and they become more variable with time and southerly as we go into Wednesday. And down the road, the models are really back and forth. We had a real soaker heading into the weekend. Now we've got kind of a complex forecast. It keeps us on the cloudy side. Maybe some showers from time to time. Really hard to pin down exactly the next few days, but the weekend is not looking like a washout. So that's certainly very good news at this point. Maybe some rain building to the south on Monday. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, 71 today, then 67 with the showers Wednesday. I have kept the rain in on Thursday, 68, dry and cooler Friday. And right now I'm going dry for the weekend. So the moment I do that, then the models are going to flip back to some showers. But 68 Saturday, lower 60s Sunday and Monday. It's always good to have an umbrella on hand, and Nancy Pedrick from Long Neck is our umbrella winner. Congratulations, Nancy, on your brand new umbrella from Paul Davis and Coast TV.
April is National Native Plant Month, and it lines up perfectly with the start of gardening season here on Delmarva. At the Inland Bays Garden Center, you can find native plants like eastern redbud, Virginia bluebells, high bush blueberry, blue-eyed grass, and many others. And these plants, they do play a vital role in maintaining the health of our local ecosystem.
There's native insects that evolved with different grasses and other different plants. And if those plants are not here because of the invasives taking over their property, then these insects cannot survive.
If you'd like to add native plants to your garden, you can find a list of nurseries selling them, and they can be found on CoastTVnews.com.
Ocean City has officially released its plans for this year's Arbor Day celebration. The town, along with the Ocean City Beautification Committee, will be celebrating Friday, April 26th. That's at Ocean City Elementary School. Students will present some songs and some artwork to show the importance of trees in our environment. The mayor and council will join them for a tree planting.
Up next, we have what you need to improve your home at a business expo in Sussex County this weekend. Stay with us on Coast TV News today.
It's now or never.
2 dead bodies in the name of free speech.
Nobody needs to die today.
This girl was targeted.
You come and see it by my daughter!
When you're undercover, one mistake and it's all over.
Can I go home now? That's not how this works.
Law & Order Thursday on NBC and Peacock.
Delmarva's Classic Rock, Big 107.7.
Delmarva's hit music station, 102.5 WBOC.
Hi,
Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with my Bionic Blade, the new handheld blender that's rechargeable, so you can make a fast, healthy shake anywhere. It has the motor and blades built right into the lid, so blend a shake at the gym, make pina coladas by poolside, or grind coffee beans for an iced cold brew on the go.
Get the Bionic Blade for just $29.99 with free shipping. You'll also get 2 sipping lids, a second container, and the sports lid. Get it all for just $29.99. Order now.
Mark your calendars for Runway, a formal style fashion show, Sunday, April 21st at the Rehoboth Beach Convention Center. Prepare to be dazzled by stunning looks from Rehoboth's finest boutiques, live music and entertainment, plus champagne and hors d'oeuvres. Tickets are $50 and are available now. Treat yourself to a fun and stylish evening you won't soon forget. For more information, visit Rehoboth Beach Main Street's Facebook page.
The doctors of Delmarva Chiropractic take great pride in offering the finest, most individualized care to their patients and stay on the cutting edge of healthcare and clinical interventions. As winners of Coastal Style and Metropolitan Magazine's Best Chiropractors for 7 years in a row, Doctors Lane, Brown, and Taylor help with conditions such as back pain, sciatica, headaches, concussions, dizziness, and much more. The clinic also offers laser therapy, decompression, acupuncture, and custom orthotics. Call Delmarva Chiropractic today and take the first step toward achieving your maximum potential.
On the next wheel, is this puzzle impossible?
S.
And there's no S.
T.
There is no T. The bankrupt got you. Well, so far we know there's an ampersand in the puzzle.
Tuesday at 7 on CoastTV.
Next Jeopardy! After 2 runaway games, Allison Betts is racing towards 6 figures. But will this game say not so fast?
Great game. There is a lot going on.
Next Jeopardy!
Tuesday at 7:30 on CoastTV.
Local landscapers, home improvement, and cleaning service companies, caterers, party supply companies, we're not done. A lot of other businesses. They're all meeting at Cape and Lopin High School this weekend. The Spring into Summer Home Improving Expo. That aims to help you with your warm weather projects. The event's organized by the Delaware Alliance of Latino Entrepreneurs and La Plaza, Delaware. It all takes place 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. this Sunday.
Also this weekend, there's a free health and service fair coming to Milford. It'll be held on Saturday, April 20th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. This will be at Avenue Church on Church Street. Organizers say there will be free health clinics, free exercise demonstrations, alongside food trucks and a kids zone.
If you look up at the sky this week, you might see a bright flash of a fireball. The oldest known meteor shower, the Lyrids, is peaking. The best view from the northern hemisphere is after the moon set and before dawn. NASA recommending finding a dark area and then lie flat on your back with your feet facing east. So in general, about 10 to 20 meteors can be seen per hour during the peak. That's set for Saturday. But as many as 100 an hour have been recorded.
Well, I think I might know what I'm doing this weekend.
Me too.
All right, we are joined again by First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey. This time of the year gets a lot of people thinking about outdoor activities, camping, fishing, Paige. Hot tub.
Hot tub, and that's my favorite outdoor activity.
Too hot in the hot tub. Get this, our sister station we've been talking about at the Delmarva Sports Network has all that and more this weekend. They're having an outdoor expo in Harrington, Bob.
So that means a lot of pressure on me to come through with a great forecast. It's not going to be great, but it's not going to be bad either. Of course, the hours for the DSN Outdoors Expo is Friday from 4 to 8 and then Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And we have your tailor-made forecast for Friday. Make sure you have that light jacket. At 3 p.m., we're in the mid-60s, but we have a northeast wind, so that's going to be making it feel a little cooler. And then it's falling through the 60s into the evening, and then we're into the 50s by 7 and 8 o'clock. So you definitely need a heavier jacket there. And then Saturday, as you're heading back to the event, we're looking at upper 50s around 10, and then we're warming through the 60s. And I think we're into the upper 60s, but still a little breezy. So you'll need the windbreaker, and never a bad idea to have the umbrella as well, just in case. Spoken like a true weatherman. I'll have more on your forecast coming up in a couple of minutes.
Thank you. Also coming up, there's going to be new noise in Lewis. We'll tell you the new way businesses are allowed to attract customers after approval from city officials.
Also, Circle Crash Cause will tell you the new updates on what led to this intense crash at the Georgetown Circle.
And we have new information on the Key Bridge collapse. A 4th victim found and an investigation is now open. All that and more after the break on Coast TV News Today.
Boats, RVs, pools and spas, tractors and golf carts, plus craft vendors, food trucks, and much more. Join the adventure and fun at the DSN Outdoors Expo at the Delaware State Fairgrounds in Harrington on Friday, April 19th from 4 to 8 and Saturday, April 20th from 10 to 4. Come see the ultimate outdoor experience, plus live wrestling matches and classic cars. It's free for the whole family. See you, Delmarva, at the DSN Outdoors Expo.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness, itchiness, or coldness? Then you need the new, clinically proven Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way.
After using Legzercise for a week, I felt like I wanted to go for a walk again without pain like I used to.
Legzercise Pro's patented walking simulator propulsion technology moves your feet back and forth along its concave track, creating constant movement and flex at both the knee and ankle joints. It's like having a physical therapist right in your own home.
It's helped with the swelling and the pain. The tingling feeling is gone.
Call right now and order your very own Legzercise Pro, the clinically proven automatic leg mover that soothes pain and naturally promotes healthy circulation. Call now.
In one lane. That's how Bennett Termite has always rolled. Termites, pest control, bed bugs, and crawl space encapsulations, because pest control and crawl spaces go together, as that's where we spend most of our time. By eliminating moisture, we eliminate pests. So, there's still one lane. Point is, we've remained the same, striving for excellence in all. You add phenomenal customer service to that, and well, quality isn't expensive, it's priceless.
Now on CoastTV News.
We tied a record high Monday with highs in the mid-80s, but cooler weather is on the way and some showers in the forecast. Not a complete washout. I'll track it on Futurecast next.
Recovery and blame as another victim of the Key Bridge collapse was found. A criminal investigation is about to begin.
A Big Mac near the Broadkill? It could happen in Milton. What an engineering firm representing McDonald's is expected to bring tonight in order to get a new restaurant built.
Enhancing outdoor experience, the latest in the effort to bring a little music to businesses located in downtown Lewis.
This is CoastTV News Today.
April 16th, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Paige Marley.
Yeah, the time is 5:31. Paige just informed me, we were looking on our phones, it is wear your pajamas to work day. So if you're thinking about that, if you're just getting this exciting news, you might want to check with your HR department first.
That's a good idea. What do you think our HR department would say?
I'm going to go, I'm going to go no.
I'm going to say they might send me a little message. Hey, can you change?
Yeah.
At least while we're here.
Right.
You know, but if I wore pajamas, would you have worn pajamas?
Not on the air. I don't think we could get away with that one, Paige.
I think I wouldn't have the nerve to do it.
I think you could.
But if you, like maybe on Coast Life.
Especially in the winter, if you got those like flannel, like the top and the...
Yeah, like the matching sets.
Yes.
They're so cute.
The ones you wear at Christmas, that would be good.
That's exactly right. I think if you did it, if Bob did it, I would have the nerve to do it.
See, my pajamas are a t-shirt and shorts.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's nothing exciting.
Yeah, that's a good... When the next time we'll get onesies, we'll do it up.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, onesie.
That'll be next
like Ralphie
year.
from the Christmas Story.
That's what I was thinking. We can get a long hat and everything. Exactly. So that'll be next year's Wear Your Pajamas to Work Day. Bob, did you wear your pajamas to work? No.
I can't say. You can't see me below my waist, so maybe not. No, I'm not wearing pajamas. I am truly professional. And you see more and more folks out and about wearing pajamas, just out and about wearing pajamas at the mall or whatever. It's just the times now. We're looking at temperatures in the 50s and 60s. It's cooling down behind a front. 60 in Georgetown, 57 in Millsboro, 53 Bethany Beach, Lewis at 56. And we've got a northeast wind now. That was pretty gusty a couple hours ago with that front coming through. Now the winds are calming down a little bit, but you'll definitely feel that northeast breeze, especially along the coast where it is gusting to 20 in Ocean City right now. So a little gusty, but those winds will back off as we're seeing clouds continuing to move to the south. I've lost my graphics. I lost my cold front, but we have a cold front that's moving to the south, and behind it we have high pressure building in. So a lot of clear skies to the north will give us a mostly sunny day. You can see that on Futurecast. We warm from the 50s into the low 60s by 9 a.m. Salisbury 62, Millsboro 61, but cooler 50s along the coast as that wind is coming right off that colder Atlantic Ocean. And then by noon, mid to upper 60s inland areas, and we're about 15 degrees cooler today than yesterday. 73 Salisbury, Georgetown 72, and cooler along the coast, but at least we're looking at a lot of sun. And with that sun, you need the higher SPF sunscreen today, Matt Pensick. It's a 7. It's brought to us by Ocean City. The UV index burn time is 20 minutes, so make sure you have hat, sunglasses, and sunscreen. We are in the high range for today, and then again on Saturday, but it dips into the medium range Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, so definitely need that higher SPF Tuesday and Saturday.
New this morning, we have an update regarding one of the victims in the Key Bridge collapse. Authorities say that the body of a 4th victim was discovered trapped inside of a construction vehicle. It was earlier this month, the body of a 3rd victim who also worked on the bridge was recovered. 2 other victims also recovered from a vehicle in the water the day after the collapse. They were among the 6 construction workers killed when the Francis Scott Key Bridge collapsed last month.
The FBI has opened a criminal investigation into the ship that hit the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore last month that caused the collapse. You can see that tragic moment as it happened right here on your screen. According to a U.S. official, the agencies are looking into whether the crew of the Dolly failed to report an earlier issue that delayed its departure. Investigators are reportedly collecting data and reviewing events from on board the Dolly the moments before and after the crash and collapse. So far, the owner of the ship not facing any requirements to help pay for the repairs.
Happening tonight in Milton, the plan to build a McDonald's. It could take another step forward. You can see the proposed location for that on your screen right now. The proposed spot for the new fast food restaurant would be at 102 Broadkill Road. The company representing McDonald's, Bowler Engineering, will attempt to get the plans approved by the town's Planning and Zoning Commission.
And it has been a lengthy process in the effort to bring the Big Mac to Milton. Go back to 2022. McDonald's announced it was looking at Milton to build a new restaurant. In early 2023, the town's Planning and Zoning Commission did not approve the site plans. They were asking the company to address some concerns that have been expressed by people living in Milton. Approval would occur 3 months later, which led to the review by several agencies, including DelDOT. They signed off on the McDonald's last month. Bowler Engineering is armed with the approvals of several entities in the effort to move this forward.
We're learning more about why this car drove into the Georgetown Circle over the weekend. The Georgetown Police Department says speed was a factor. The gray Lincoln was driving on West Market Street. It was around 12:30 Sunday morning. Police say the driver didn't slow down, didn't try to stop, and continued straight into the circle, striking a curb and then going airborne. The car hit a street sign. Later, it landed on a fire hydrant. Police say the driver, 50-year-old Daniel J. Tansky of Millsboro, was taken to the hospital for injuries before being charged with reckless driving, malicious mischief by a motor vehicle, and unreasonable speed. Then, according to the police department, the cost for repairs is town property. It's pending the assessment of damages.
You might be hearing some new grooves in downtown Lewis as a new ordinance allowing ambient outdoor music got the nod from City Council.
Not everyone's playing along with this tune. CoastTV's Charles Reinert shows us what the new rules are and why some hope this will help business owners.
Right now, the stroll through downtown Lewis is a quiet one. But local businesses have the option to change that. City Council passed an ordinance that would allow for restaurants and breweries to play soft, ambient music on their outdoor decks or patios, as long as they follow some rules. The music can only be played between 11:30 in the morning and 9:30 at night. Furthermore, the music cannot be louder than 65 decibels. That's about as loud as a normal conversation, according to Yale. Per the ordinance, the goal is to help local restaurants to attract more customers. But Pamela Weller, who lives right by downtown, fears the extra noise will be nothing but a disturbance.
I don't really understand why we need outside music. Frankly, I'm kind of annoyed by inside music sometimes if it gets too loud. I'd say, if you want music, go out where the hammock restaurant is, or someplace where there's, there aren't houses around, right in the middle of town.
On the other hand, Michelle Buckler, who owns Sand & Stone Jewelry downtown, thinks anything to help local business is a good thing.
Depending on what type of music that they choose, but I think elevator music kind of stuff, absolutely. I think it would be an asset.
businesses would have to get a permit to strike up the band. And now this debate in the first town has hit its crescendo.
According to Lewis City Council, this ordinance is on a 3-year trial, so it will sunset in 2027. But if the council sees fit, it could vote to extend it once the trial period is complete. I'm Charles Reinert in Lewis, CoastTV News.
Donald Trump's historic criminal trial is underway in New York. Trump is the first former president to stand trial on criminal charges. The charges relate to Trump's first run for president in 2016. Prosecutors allege he took part in a scheme to suppress scandalous stories about him in the run-up to Election Day. Trump is required to be present for the entire trial, which could last as long as 8 weeks. He's pled not guilty to 34 counts of falsifying business records.
Still more news to get to. Don't go anywhere.
Coming up, new hunting requirements on Delmarva. We're telling you what you need to know as we try to tackle the turkeys.
Also, border battle. It was a boys' high school lacrosse matchup between Sussex Academy and James M. Bennett. The scoring outburst at the end of the first half that determined the outcome. Stay with us on CoastTV News today.
Elevate your business and engage more customers with Draper Media. Our diverse network of media properties such as WBOC, Coast TV, 93.5 The Beach, and 102.5 WBOC reaches over 500,000 Delmarva residents across various channels like television, radio, social media, and digital platforms. Enhance your brand's visibility across the Delmarva region with Draper Media. Our passionate team of media specialists and content creators are dedicated to showcasing your brand through engaging commercials, dynamic drone footage, eye-catching graphic and web design, and social media branding. Share your brand story on our popular programs, capturing the attention of your target audience. Trust your brand with Draper Media, a family-oriented company serving the Delmarva community. Contact Frank Hamilton today at fhamilton@wboc.com to get started.
At Atlantic General Hospital, we've been busy. Busy expanding healthcare services that are second to none in our region. From cancer care and women's health services to orthopedics, gastroenterology, and more, we provide advanced health technologies delivered by top providers. Expert care every day. It's what you can count on from Atlantic General Hospital.
Transform your bathroom into a haven of luxury with Baths by Spicer Brothers. Call today for your free consultation. We'll work around your hectic schedule with evening, Saturday, and even same-day appointments available.
And right now, receive 50% off installation, a free shower door upgrade, and a free deluxe shower head. Plus, enjoy your new shower now and pay later with no interest and no payments for 18 months.
With Baths by Spicer Brothers, quality is our promise, and your satisfaction is our guarantee. So before you sign, keep Baths by Spicer Brothers in mind.
5:41 on this Tuesday morning. Dry Tech Camp 55 in Ocean City. A little breezy for you and notably cooler today than it was yesterday. We were in the 80s yesterday, but we've got a cold front coming through and we've got a few clouds, southern Delaware, southern parts of Delmarva, but we're going to clear it out. We're looking at a beautiful day. You can see all the clear skies to the north as high pressure will be building in, and temperatures continue to slide with a northerly wind. We're looking at 50s, even low 50s along the coast, and 50s to around 60 inland areas, and we're looking at winds out of the northeast right now. So, well, the summer warmth is over and the driving conditions are nice. I gave you the green light this morning, dry and cooler. And then heading home, we're looking at mostly sunny skies, beautiful conditions. Make sure you call the Coast TV First Alert weather line. I just updated it, 443-880-9100. It's sponsored by Baird, Mendalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
Delmarva Power is upgrading its energy infrastructure. The power company says upgrades will help stop power outages, at least shorten them. Projects include building nearly 6 miles of power lines in the Ellendale, Lincoln, Milford, and Milton areas and constructing a new 5-mile line. This line will provide backup electrical feeds for Ellendale and Milton. Construction will take place along Old State Road, Route 16, and Mulberry Street in Milton. This starts later this spring. Should be finished by early 2025.
Here's a quick update from Denrec for turkey hunting season. Right now, you can hunt turkeys using 4, 5, or 6 shot sizes. If you want to use 7 or 7.5 shot, make sure it's mixed with one of the larger sizes in your shell. Denrec says there's a new proposal that might allow using smaller shots beginning in 2025 due to some new technology that keeps hunting safe and fair.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
A cross-conference lacrosse battle yesterday between Sussex Academy and James and Bennett. Both squads near the 500 mark midway through the season. First quarter of action, Bennett up 1-0. Miles Jarman puts on the afterburners, ducks by a defender, and fires one home to make it 2-0 Clippers. Less than 3 to go in the quarter, still 2-0. Michael Hoffert behind the net, quick pass inside to Gideon Salmons, who buries it. That puts the Seahawks on the board. Seconds ticking away in the first. Casey McLaughlin set up for JMB, and he spots a flying Hunter right, and in the blink of an eye, it's 3-1. Opening minute of the second, Sussex trying to quickly get that last goal back. They get a good look here from Carter Nimsick, but David Nelson with some quick hands in the net to block it away for the save. 4-1 Clippers. Seahawks get the win off the faceoff. It's Jack Mazaris speeding through the defensive zone, finds Salmons, quickly fires it in. Big response to cut the lead in half. 5 minutes left in the half. Bennett back in on attack. It's Jarman to right, then to a streaking Grayson Adkins, and he bounces it home. It's 5-2. Less than 30 seconds left in the third. Caden Stevens hustling, has his shot blocked, but it goes right to right, and he snipes one through. That makes it 8-2 going into halftime. Then for good measure, it's Jarman kicking off the third quarter in style, puts on a nice deke move to get some open space, and then the crossbody shot goes in. The Clippers pick up the 15-3 win. That'll do it for sports. Have a great day.
This weekend, join the Delmarva Sports Network at the Delaware State Fairgrounds for the DSN Outdoors Expo. Both indoor and outdoor vendors will be on site in the Dover Building, Kent and Schaubinger pavilions and camping area, showcasing everything outdoor. We're talking boats, RVs, hot tubs, hunting, fishing, so much more. The DSN Outdoors Expo, it runs April 19th through the 20th. University of Iowa superstar Caitlin Clark, here's a shocker. She was picked number 1 in last night's WNBA draft. The Indiana Fever selected Clark during the draft at the Brooklyn Academy of Music in New York City. Clark is college basketball's all-time leading scorer, 2-time National Player of the Year, and she will play in her first preseason game with the Fever on May 3rd against the Dallas Wings.
We're seeing brightening skies this Tuesday morning. Good-looking sky in Salisbury on our Tidal Health Cam. A few clouds out there. 58 right now. It's noticeably cooler today with a cooling trend the next few days. Showers in the forecast. Maybe not as wet as previously thought. That's always good for you guys and your planning. I'll have your forecast coming up in 2 minutes.
Atlantic Pro Wash, making the world a cleaner place. Are you suffering from hair loss? Maybe you need to cut a few pounds. Ready to start dating again? Well, here at East Coast Plumbing, Heating and Air, we can help you with none of that.
But what we can help you with is plumbing repairs, drain cleaning, tub and showers, water heaters, air conditioning, heat pumps, gas furnaces, and sewer and water main replacements. Stop dealing with chamois that don't work and call Delmarva's top service provider.
East Coast Plumbing, Heating and Air.
Or find us online at eastcoastplumbing247.com. Forget about it.
Prepare for an adrenaline rush like never before. Delmarva Sports Network is your destination for all the heart-pounding action of spring sports. From breathtaking strikeouts to awe-inspiring goals. Dive into the world of baseball, softball, boys and girls lacrosse, and girls soccer. DSN, where hometown heroes transform into legends and where champions are forged. Don't miss a single moment of unforgettable action. Delmarva Sports Network. Local teams, big dreams.
Wake up smarter.
I've got the 5 things you need to know to start your day.
Take a trip down memory lane.
Remember in elementary school when you would make those boxes?
Find your next furry friend.
His name is Peppy, and he's a 12-year-old Chihuahua mix.
And discover your inner clumsy.
That's a sad sign that you're getting old when you just take a little tumble like that.
Make your mornings brilliant. Join April weekdays from 6 to 10 on 107.1 The Duck. Sponsored by Acme Ceramic Tile Company.
It is 5:48 on your Tuesday morning. We're going to take a live look right now at Salisbury, where, the sun's actually already on its way up, Bob. Look at that pink sky. Nice.
Yeah, not quite. It's going to be a little while yet, but Paige, we're looking at brightening skies. It will be a beautiful day, not nearly as warm as yesterday, where we topped out in the mid-80s. We tied a record in Georgetown. We're about 15 degrees cooler today, a high around 71, and that's still above the average of 67, and we're right there tomorrow, right where we should be, 67, 68 Thursday, as we have some clouds, some showers the next couple of days, not a complete washout, and then mid to upper 60s Friday and Saturday. So it's back to normal temperature-wise the next few days. And right now, out the door, we're looking at 50s and low 60s inland areas, but along the coast, a little cooler, low to mid-50s. You might have to bundle up a little more there because the wind's coming right off that chilly Atlantic Ocean. Wind speeds have backed off. A couple hours ago with the cold front coming through, kicked up the dust a little bit around 2 or 3 a.m., but now things are calming down a little bit, and winds are still a little gusty, especially along the coast around 10 to 20 miles per hour. And we'll continue to see clouds moving to the south. We have a cold front pressing to the south. You can't see it here. I lost my fronts on my graphics, but we have a cold front here. We have high pressure to the north, and that high will protect us and give us a nice sunny day. But then you can see the clouds are not far away. They're across the Ohio Valley, and we've got rain across the plains and stretching to the south, and this system will be heading our way tomorrow, promising more rain. But a nice day for today, but noticeably cooler. We're warming through the 50s into the 60s by noon, into the mid to upper 60s. Still nice because I think the wind's back off and we'll see a lot of sunshine, but chillier along the coast. And we top out in the low 70s from Milton down to Salisbury, but cooler to the east, closer to the influence of the ocean. And then it's clear and pretty chilly through the overnight, lower 50s around midnight. And then by 5 a.m., we're in the 40s and 50s. But then here come the clouds Wednesday morning. Winds pick up a little bit, and here come the showers. Not expecting storms. I think we're looking at a stable atmosphere, but a cloudy Wednesday. It's cooler with sporadic showers from time to time, and that could continue into Wednesday evening. The gustier winds are early today, then they back off and they become more variable with time, and as we go into Wednesday, they're more out of the south, but not especially strong. And down the road, I still think we're looking at a lot of clouds. We have a complex pattern here, but clouds and a few showers as we go into Thursday. Friday could be dry, maybe a stray shower Saturday morning, but the balance of the weekend isn't looking too bad, but we might see a lot of clouds and maybe more rain knocking at the door early next week. Paul, they have a 7-day forecast, low 70s today. Showers Wednesday, 67. Some showers possible Thursday, upper 60s. Dry Friday, mid 60s. And I'm going dry for the weekend, upper 60s Saturday. And then cooler Sunday into Monday, lower 60s and lows in the chilly 40s at that time.
Bob, thank you. There's going to be increased police presence across Delaware this month. The Office of Highway Safety is partnering with local and state departments to conduct a high visibility enforcement. The occasion? National Distracted Driving Awareness Month. The office saying driving when you're distracted and tired are some of the leading factors of deadly crashes in 2024. They're reminding you, finish your text or your phone call before you start driving or pull over.
Bethany Beach appoints a new police chief. The town council unanimously appoints Sergeant Patrick Foley as chief. Foley has been acting as the town's officer in charge since January. This comes after former police chief Michael Redmond and his subordinate Captain Darren Cathell were fired after allegations of misusing overtime funds, and Redmond pleaded guilty to a DUI in a separate incident. Foley has been with the Bethany Police Department since 2006.
Coming up on Coast TV News today, this is more than just a spin class. It's a research-backed game changer for people with Parkinson's disease. We're showing you how it's improving their symptoms and quality of life.
Say goodbye to back pain, trouble sleeping, and stress, and hello to saving money. Save $1,500 on your new hot tub from Delmarva's most reliable local hot tub dealer, Delaware Hot Tub Company in Millsboro and Lewis. April 12th through the 22nd. Saltwater hot tubs in stock. Financing is available. Delaware Hot Tub Company offers free delivery. Hot tub covers, steps, and saltwater kits are included. Buy now and save $1,500 at Delaware Hot Tub Company April 12th through the 22nd.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness? If you've ever experienced the warning signs of bad circulation, then you need Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way. Soothe pain and calm restless legs. Reduce swelling in your legs, ankles, and feet and stimulate healthy circulation. Stay active with Legzercise Pro.
Honesty, integrity, bravery. Here is what we can face together.
Incoming.
Let's go.
I've had this policy of not mixing my work and romantic life until now.
I have no doubts you will make a great leader.
It's like you said, Chief. Change is inevitable. I'm no good without the job. You know that.
You've got the team. I've got you.
Chicago Wednesday, new on NBC and Peacock.
Stay ahead of our ever-changing coastal climate with the CoastTV First Alert Weather Team. From the early morning to the late evening, our team is always at work to deliver the accurate forecasts you need. Whether bracing for a stormy day or enjoying a peaceful indoor moment, we're here to ensure you're fully prepared for Delmarva's diverse weather patterns. The CoastTV First Alert Weather Team. With us, the weather is more than a forecast. It's a part of life.
This championship season, prepared to be moved.
Leads to win the Kentucky Derby.
City win again and again.
You got it. Wins the Indianapolis 500.
There is a new grandmaster in tennis.
The most prestigious championship in women's golf. Wyndham Clark,
U.S. Open champion.
Vanguard wins the Tour de France.
NBC Sports championship season begins with the Kentucky Derby on NBC and Peacock.
Nearly 1 million people in the U.S. are living with Parkinson's disease. There's no cure and symptoms only get worse.
Yeah, but a new program backed by research has been created using the power of spin cycling to redefine the fight against Parkinson's and make life more manageable for patients. Marty Salt shows us the pedal-powered journey to a better quality of life.
The first sign of Parkinson's disease hit 63-year-old Lamont Doherty early in life.
My early 50s. So I was one of the low percentage that got it early. And I had tremors in the mouth and tremors in the hand.
A deep brain stimulation surgery took care of his tremors, but other symptoms like the fatigue, muscle stiffness, and problems with balance and walking were only getting worse. Until about a year ago, when Doherty entered a research-backed program called Pedaling for Parkinson's.
Even the second time I came, after doing the cycling and walking, I felt like my walking was more fluid.
Movement is crucial for neurological upkeep.
You're doing great right where you're at.
Exercise therapist Adam Ballinger says the program is not about cycling at a comfortable pace. The benefits come from forced cycling.
I really want that above 80.
Where participants are pushed to pedal at a high rate of at least 80 RPMs for at least 40 minutes. The exercise also pumps dopamine into the brain, and participants say it all leads to a noticeable improvement in Parkinson's-related symptoms.
The biggest challenge is getting up and doing.
I'm Marty Salt reporting.
It's now 5:56. It's time to check in with our coastal pet of the day.
And today's coastal pet of the day is this black and white cat who lives for relaxing days in the sun. Black and white, Paige, the name of this cat is Moo.
Makes sense.
Moo lives in Lewis with his family and has a brother named Simon. Moo is a simple cat who loves sitting on laps, and his greeny treats Moo was submitted to us by Carol.
Oh, we want to keep seeing all your pets on Delmarva. Keep sending us photos of pets just like Moo there and tell us what makes them special.
Scan that QR code at the top of your screen to submit your furry friends to Coast TV News, and then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
All right, we're coming up on 5:57. Time for a quick look at your forecast before you head out the door.
Bob pointed out, UV index trending a little bit higher today. We're expecting a sunny day.
Yeah, I noticed that out doing yard work this past weekend. I didn't put the sunscreen on it. I did not heat my own device. Paid the price, a little bit of a sunburn, so make sure you have the sunscreen for sure. That UV index is high today, as we'll see a lot of sunshine, 50s and 60s, lower 70s, so about 15 degrees cooler than yesterday's mid-80s. 10-day forecast is trending cooler. Wednesday, showers 67, lingering showers on Thursday, and we keep it cool Friday and Saturday, but dry, so that's good news for the DSN Outdoors Expo. And then it's really chilly end of the weekend into next week with 60s and overnight lows in the 40s.
Coming up in our next hour, our latest in recovery, a fourth victim of the Key Bridge collapse found, while the FBI is set to take action. That and more as we continue on Coast TV News Today.